Maniac! Whatever!
Hello and welcome to the virtual towers of Binary Arcadia, where the games go on long into the night. Greetings Barcadians! Now we all know I love a good driving game, so for my first review on the channel it seems only fitting that we kick off with that genre. Today I'm reviewing Playground Games' Forza Horizon 4. And it's my first proper taste of the Forza franchise, in part owing to the fact I've always been a devout Gran Turismo fan, so it'll be interesting to see how they compare. It's available on Xbox as well, but our subscribers will know well that I've just bought an Area 51 gaming laptop, so Forza will be my maiden road trip on this powerful new platform. For those of you who, like me, know nothing about the series, it's essentially an open world driving game, but with a twist. Forza 4 features a system of changing seasons, with each season providing unique weather conditions to test your driving skill. A multitude of disciplines are available, from street racing to dirt rallying, and there are over 700, yes that number is 700, cars to be collected or won. First impressions. The first thing that hits you slap bang in the face is the incredible graphics and frame rate. Running on my RTX 2080 clad Alienware Area 51M, it romps away at over 120 frames per second with the graphic details all set to ultra. My 51M also features Nvidia's G-Sync technology, which matches the performance of the RTX to the 1080p 144Hz screen on board. Not only does it look fantastic, but perhaps more importantly, for a driving game, it runs butterly smooth, free of any unwanted screen tearing. The game starts by tasking you with a series of 4 races, played back to back, showcasing the variety of seasons and their interplay with the open world. Once completed, the game gives you a choice between 3 starter rides to continue your adventure. Pokemon? I opted for the RS Focus, which was a blast to drift around in. From here you're free to explore the open world at your behest, which is beautifully modelled on the natural splendour of the Lake District in England, UK, and must compare notes with tabs on its accuracy, as the lakes are on its doorstep. But Playground used thousands of photographs and laser scans to help inform their virtual recreation. Gameplay. The gameplay, certainly to start with, is extremely fun. I love the way it focuses on the exciting side of racing rather than the more technical side of a serious racing sim like Forza's own motorsport division or the Gran Turismo series. It sits at somewhat halfway house between simulation and arcade racing, a sweet spot you might say. I don't want to take anything away from the game here, but if you're buying it to chase the milliseconds on a stopwatch around your favourite racing tracks, then you'll be disappointed. The events in which you participate are extremely varied, and one of the standout parts of the game. Some are off-road, others on-road, always cross-country. And one of the best features of the events is that you can pretty much use, in nearly all cases, any car. The computer just adjusts the opponent to suit whichever vehicle you are using. Do enough of these events to increase your influence and you'll unlock Horizon's showpiece events. Spectacular and climactic set pieces. Picture some of Top Gear's best races with a dose of steroids to boot. You might be racing a hovercraft across the countryside or a train down a mountain into Edinburgh. I suppose they are like the boss battles in Forza's world, and they certainly live long in your memory. Aside from all this fun, you can get seriously into the whole garage collectathon with the staggering 700 cars squeezed into the game, all of which have been faithfully modelled and truly feel unique to drive. Racing in a new car is almost like having to learn how to drive again, getting used to the new whip's nuances and taming the back end. This is what racing's all about for me, mastering the raw power of a nice car at your fingertips. Apart from the more dedicated art of collecting, there are some easygoing fillers. These come in the form of insane stunts and jumps, speed camera traps, drift events, and the hundreds of fast travel and influence boards dotted around the map. I found the drift events particularly rewarding, giving you the platform to practice real skill as you fight towards the event's target values. You earn points based on the execution of each drift. I do have some gripes, despite this being a fabulous game for the most part. Firstly, the AI at times is poor at best. If you're overtaking close to another car, say you're rubbing against each other, they often decide just to steer hard into you and T-bone you until you both crash. It's a quick and dirty tactic which takes away from the finesse of the racing on offer here. But perhaps therein lies a trade-off between simulation precision and arcade excitement. Minor details aside, it doesn't take away from the experience overall, but it is annoying nonetheless. All things considered, this is the 4th iteration of the Horizon series to date, and it certainly has a great deal of polish. Gameplay is varied and often dynamic, with the grandiose event races the jewel in the crown. It offers the best open world racing experience I've ever come across. When combined with some of the best visuals I've seen in a racing game, and frame rates that do the sense of speed justice, Playground have a hard task ahead of themselves in the inevitable Horizon 5. I guess my only concern for the series is how much new content there actually is here. I happened to watch my niece playing Horizon 2 recently, and apart from a slight graphical downgrade, it could have been exactly the same game. The seasons dynamic is there on the latest one, which obviously doesn't appear in Horizon 2, but maybe they need to move the series forward more in the next iteration. The bottom line is, if you're into racing games, then this is a must play. However, if you like to chase a stopwatch with those incremental gains in the pursuit of inch-perfect track racing, then I'd advise you approach with caution. BA gives this a well-deserved 9 out of 10, and I recommend anyone that's into racing games get out there and get it played. Well, that concludes the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed playing the game in order to get this review. Forza's a great game to play. If you did like the review, make sure you give us a like, it's always important. And if you didn't, a dislike, we do like the feedback from you guys. And I think that's about it. Another one for the archives. Stamped and completed.